Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound today, Marquez.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Johnny Edman. And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. But now he holds it first with a leadoff single. A little surprising he didn't try for two.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive on the close side right there, but he didn't spin off of that. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
No outs. Runner at first. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Known for his late inning heroics. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He powers that one out of here. And they lead it. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. This one's smoked on its way out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up the ballpark.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. No question about this one. It's out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Marquez is done in this one. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Peter Lambert into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Max Muncy at the dish. That's ripped to right down the line. And foul ball. Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're just getting started here at the top of the first. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. Here's Kike Hernandez. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds a runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And now it's Gavin Lux. Line drive, hits and he's down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support. They'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. He's in safely at second. And a run comes in to score. And that's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. You can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Justin Locks.
I think it's going to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down, and now it's Mookie Betts. Here's a swing and drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add on. It's 9-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 away with nobody on. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 10-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Well struck left field. Into the bleachers and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 11-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box,
so the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Gilbert.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Max Muncy. Ripped to right, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Singled and scored his first time. This to third. Over to Rogers. And that is that. So they explode offensively for 11 runs in the inning. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. And pitching in this game, Shohei Ohtani. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? And it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Charlie Blackmon, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Ohtani, an all-star a season ago. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works at a sinker. At the belt and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets under and pops it up. Lux makes the catch, and there's one gone. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. A tough challenge in this one, an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
On the ground. Throw on to Freeman. Rockies down to their final out. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And it's foul away.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
1 strike away. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
11-0 your final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Here now is our final line for this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left one run on base. For the Rockies, no runs, no hits, no errors, and they left no runs on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please, ride home safely.